Hey guys, I know a lot of you're hanging out in the suburbs, and I'm gonna tell you right now, things have changed drastically in the suburbs. First of all, it's slow. We're in the fourth quarter, and business spending is winding down. I'm hoping in the future things are going to pick up, but I think it's going to be more along the lines of holiday leisure and weekend traffic that's going to have to make up for it. So basically, the drunks, people coming to visit for Thanksgiving, people traveling around on the holidays. I think the business spending is going to wind down. Thus, those big early three-digit rides to the airport from places such as Morristown, I think that's going to wind down. Actually, it already has wound down because I've tried it. I've tried a lot of different places all over New Jersey this week, and it failed. It did not produce the results I wanted. In fact, this morning, Sunday, this morning, I sat and I tried to get a fare early in the morning from the NJ suburbs, a place where I usually do get fares on Sunday morning. And I ended up waiting 3 hours, 4 hours. I finally gave up and left as the area, became overwhelmed by Uberx. Let me tell you exactly what's going on here. One of the things that's making this a huge problem. This is the old app, right? Now I'll show you what's going on. Let's go out to some odd area where there's no Uberx available, right? Um, yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of Uberx everywhere. Um, what's going on exactly? Okay, here, right? This is the old app, right? This is the mobile app. Now, if you try to request under the under the old app, if you tried to request under the old app, it would say no UberX cars available, and then it would suggest that you take a black car, right? You take this black car right there. Um, it doesn't do that anymore. The new app does not do that anymore. It's done. The new app does, it goes into a loop and it waits. It waits for an UberX car to become available. So, okay, let's say, people are at a bar, they're at a bar somewhere and there's no UberX available. They can simply make it go into a loop, wait inside the bar for 5 or 10, 15, or even 30 minutes until an UberX car becomes available. And it will be. It will become available. So, anyone who can afford to wait is going to wait while the application loops and loops around. Because the UberBlack, I'll tell you, the UberBlack is about 300% more expensive than the UberX. So they will wait to save a couple dollars on the ride. And they will. The exception is the airport riders who can't wait. Those guys they're going to definitely take an UberBlack, and that is only if they figure it out. Some older people, who still are getting used to the app, they may not be able to figure it out. And so I don't know what they're going to do. They may just jump in their car and drive to the airport. And keep in mind, there are cheap lots at the airport. I think the long-term lots are like $8 a day. The short-term lots are a bit more expensive, but they could put their car in for 5 days in the short-term lot for the same price as taking the black car to the airport. And then once they're at the airport, they're going to take a car back, which is more money. So yeah, they could easily park and say, like, go down to Newark, the Terminal C short-term parking lot, park there, and just walk right across to the terminals and get on the plane. So what does this mean exactly? It means if you're in the suburbs here and you're waiting, like here's some guys, right, waiting and stuff like that. Let's go down here, look around, and you see there are random black cars everywhere, like down here in Montclair. Some of these guys are going to be driving around or waiting for hours. They may not get anything at all under this new system. There is a very small contingent of people who always take UberBlack, but I would estimate out of all the people in New Jersey who've jumped in my car, ordering UberBlack in Jersey, I would say about 75% of them have told me that they ordered UberBlack because there's no UberX available. While the rest, I say like black or something like that. So what I'm trying to tell you is that the suburb strategies are not working right now. They might work again in January, February, during first and second quarter of the business period. But the new app is still going to be there. So what I'm trying to tell you is the suburbs will never be the same again. The suburbs are never going to be the same with that new application because people can simply wait it out. They can wait it out in the bar, wait it out in someone's house while they're drunk, and they grab the cheap Uberx fare and stuff. This is great for Uberx drivers, and let me tell you where it is great. Right, I'm going to tell you so you guys were asking about Uberx strategies right here. Go to the suburbs. Go to the suburbs of New York. And this is what I've been saying for a long time. You got Westchester, you got Nassau and Long Island, you've got Suffolk County, right? Some of these remote areas, because some of these guys up here, now that the new application, they're sitting in the house, they're waiting for the UberX ride. So these guys up here are probably in a better spot right now because at the UberBlackers, they don't have to wait anymore. Also, another thing, keep in mind, in January, there's some people who I think are not going to be able to figure the customer service part out. They're not, and I'm not slamming people, but I'm just telling you the truth, telling you reality. I'm telling you like it is. Some people are not going to figure it out, and I'm not sure what they're going to do. So, I mean, I've tried. I've given as many tips as I could. Dress formally, get yourself a clip-on tie. Shower, make sure everything in the car is smelling good. Put up a sign telling about the rating system. Just treat and always smile. Little conversation. Develop a little bit of a relationship. Not like a close relationship, but just hey, how's your day? Great, good. See you later. Something like that instead of being like 100% silent. So I've been trying, but come January, there's some people who are just not going to be able to figure it out, unfortunately. So the new app is bad for Uber Blackers, but it's great for these UberX cars up here. So I think I'm gonna have to change my strategy up. My strategy heavily relied upon the suburbs, but I just don't think it's as good as it used to be. So I'm gonna have to head back to the city, and try to get what I can in the city.